Welcome to the final part of Skylanders lore, and our final class for the mainline timeline. There's going to be more videos for this series, but it's not going to be the timeline. It's going to be based off of other aspects. But we're going to focus on this right now since we're at the final episode. This is part 6. And we are on the technically part 2 of the Other Worlds era, which is the era where the games are. And I mentioned something about multiple universes. Yeah, this is gonna take a bit. The last episode already took like 7 minutes. That's like the longest this series has gone so far. So, this is what we have left. 2 separate universes. Now, let me explain the events of Trap Teams in the final chapter. The Ultimate Weapon. And how we get here. So, during the final chapter of the Ultimate Weapon of Trap Team, there are a few things that happens. Chaos it's powered by the power of the Ultimate Weapon. And throughout the level. As well as that he is slowly gaining control over your portal. Throughout this level. He's able to access the speaker that's in your Titanium portal. So, as soon as you get to him, he becomes Titanium Chaos. And he finds a way to break into Earth in the timeline. This royally screws up the timeline. Like, this is some massive time shenanigans. So much so that our universe cannot handle this. As a result, our timeline split. A universe where we win, and a universe where we lose. In the universe where we win, is the one that we see you usually play in. The universe where we win, we capture Chaos. He's in the trap now. Game is done. Game over. Now, what happens if we lose? If this is the universe where you decide, you know what, this game's too hard, I quit on the boss fight. Chaos finishes his charging that he was going to do. And then Chaos changes the Ultimate Weapon into the Sky Eater. Yeah, that's how the Sky Eater is made. And he gives the rest of the energy to the Darkness, fully repowering it into the state it is in Superchargers. And since Chaos knows where the Academy is, because he was there for a bit, he was able to capture characters like Flynn, Callie, and Hugo. And since he has control over your portals, he realized that he can't capture you in Titanium. That's not how Titanium works. Titanium you have to use willingly. And there wasn't any Titanium during this universe. As a result, he did the next best thing, not wanting you to access your portal at all. Because he failed on trying to get you into their world. Well, during the boss fights. So, timeline in time. So, in Skylanders Strat Team, let's start with the winning timeline. In Skylanders Strat Team, there is a level called Future of Skylands. Yeah, that's the future if we win. So, the villains remain being trapped. But also, why is there 2 Chaoses? Because one gets sent to the other timeline. So we have the Future of Skylands. Wolfgang gets sent here to the future. You defeat him, then you go back to the original timeline. And after that, this timeline's done. It's simple, there's not too much in this timeline. It's mostly an explanation of how this works and how it makes sense. It's not used. It could be used in a future game if they ever remake the series, but it isn't right now. The timeline that we most commonly are in is the Lose timeline, where Superchargers takes place. As I mentioned, in Chaos has full control over the portals. He fails to get you through his universe to Skylands, but he does deactivate your portals. And he captures one in Kali Nugo and Eon. Now, a new team of Skylanders comes in. They build all the supercharger vehicles, send into here so we can access our portal. Then the power of the darkness gets stronger. You finally defeat the darkness. And now, what happens next? Well, Imaginators. Not much happens here, besides mentioning the stuff very early on about the Ancients. We get the brain, the last Ancient, and like all that. There's not much happens here, and that's the sad part. And that ends our bracket. The series is over. We're done here.